I'm Amanda and I run the Mums, Bums and Tums Podcast, which is a podcast for mums about mum life, fitness and everything else in between. And today we've got Ruby with us, so if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I've got a 3-year-old who's a little bit wild, and I started PT about a year ago, just over a year ago.
Good. And you came to, first you came to Mums, Bums, Tums, didn't you?
Yeah, I did actually.
Well, actually, first you met me in the park.
And I come up to you and said, hey, do you work in the gym? Weirdo. And then, I came to Mums, Bums and Tums, and I just wasn't motivated enough to carry on. And then I got to a point and I was like, right, I need to do something because I'm not happy. So then I'd started PT. And I do sometimes come to Mums, Bums, Tums.
It's a lot of them, yeah.
I've started working a bit more and it's harder.
Fitting everything in, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like now they're a bit older as well. There's more things that like that Hope actually wants to do.
Yeah,
she doesn't just follow me around doing what I want.
It's harder to force her to do things she doesn't want to do now.
Yeah.
Although she does love coming to the gym.
Yeah, I don't love
but not to work out.
Much. Yeah.
To sit and eat.
Yeah.
Snacks.
And be nasty to Nyla.
No. She does not. Not anymore. They're both as bad as each other.
Yeah, they have their moments.
Yeah, but they're 3, so
yeah.
The 3-year-old girls are marking their territory, aren't they? So
yeah, because Hope won't accept that it's Nyla's territory at all.
And Nyla's like, I'm the boss.
Yeah. They are 2 strong little girls that both want to be the boss.
No. It's really good for them to be strong until it's against us.
Yeah, I want to be the strong one.
Yeah. So how are you finding since working out? You feeling better in yourself? And
yeah, I started definitely just for my mental health. I wasn't actually that bothered about the results. Probably for, do you reckon about 10 months?
Yeah. About the physical results, so you mean?
Yeah.
Mental health results, obviously they benefited quickly, didn't they?
I started in October. I felt better a lot quicker because I was doing 2 sessions a week minimum. And then it was probably only August I started noticing physical benefits because I stopped eating 4 packets of biscuits a night and started eating proper meals.
Yeah, then we set your calories.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to start the way where it's not about, I need to look this way. You literally just wanted to make yourself feel better mentally. And then when you were in a better place mentally, then you could address, actually, right, if I did this properly.
And I actually still enjoy all my food.
Just make it fit in your calories now.
Yeah. And pick things that are still nice.
Yeah. You don't have to eat salads and chicken and rice for the rest of your life.
Although chicken and rice is one of my favourite dinners, you know.
If it's seasoned.
Oh, yeah.
Not like plain boiled chicken. But you're like me and you're an emotional eater, aren't you?
Yeah, but for every emotion, if something good happens,
same. Celebrate one piece of cake.
Yeah,
sad piece of cake.
Everything.
I know.
Yeah.
With Christmas coming up, we're gonna absolutely destroy it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be bringing stuff in with me.
I know it's gingerbread season.
I know, and
I
they're good as well.
love making gingerbread.
I know. I won't be making anything. I'll just be eating it.
That's fine.
I'd buy a few bits, but I'm not making it.
I'm not making it, but I'll buy it and bring it in. But I feel like over Christmas you need to just sometimes enjoy it a bit. Obviously not go too wild, but it's hard, especially when you're a mum, you're going to all these kids' classes and kids' parties and seeing family and catching up. And if you go and you think, I can't have that because it's this many calories, and you just feel guilty all the time, then it's just...
Do you know what I've noticed though? I don't eat as much now anyway, and I'm not as hungry.
Because you're eating better. Yeah. So you're actually looking at what you're eating, you've given your body better nutrients probably now than...
So when I have like a day off or like a week off, I realise when I look back, I actually haven't ate that much more. I've probably ate more than my daily calories each day if I've had a week off, but not like excessively. Not
as much as you expect yourself to.
No.
And I think that's just the way you've got to look at it sometimes, especially with coming up to Christmas. Like, you can enjoy that extra bit without feeling guilty. It's one time a year.
Yeah.
Like,
and you don't want, like, well, she's only 3, she probably won't remember now, but as go over the years, I don't want to be going to like Santa's grotto with hot chocolate and be like, oh no, I can't have that.
Yeah.
Or I can't have a hot dog, or I can't have this, because Hope will be like, why can't mummy have them things?
Yeah, but even though she is only 3, it does start now.
Yeah.
And I do feel like it's really important to let them see you doing the things, like bringing them to the gym and they can see you working out.
Well, she told me last night, did I tell you last night, she was saying, all the strong girls she knows.
Yeah.
There was Hope, there was Mummy, there was you, Nyla, and my mum, who's never set foot in a gym, but still is a strong
Mentally,
girl.
she's very strong.
Yeah, she lives with me and Hope. She's got to be strong. But yeah, she was listening to the strong girls. And
So yeah, it's because what she's saying.
Yeah.
You are a very strong person. So mentally, physically, emotionally. Yeah, you
most
are.
of the time.
You are. It is hard. You've got a 3-year-old who is, they are hard work.
Yeah,
3-year-old
definitely.
girl. She's a mini you.
I know,
So-
in every way, which
It's tough.
yeah.
No, it's a good thing. She is amazing. She's so bright, and that's what makes it harder. Because
Yeah.
she's so switched on and you can't fool her.
No, I
Not
haven't been able to
anymore.
fool her for about a year. I
No.
thought I'd have a bit longer.
No, these girls are too clever.
Yeah, and the why this, Mummy, why that? And I'm like, just cause. I used to
Yeah.
hate when my mum would say that to me, just because. Because I
said so, and
Yeah.
I'm in charge. Nyla's always like, who's that? Who's in that car? I don't know. Well, where are they going?
Oh, I make it
I
up.
don't know. I know, but sometimes it's like I can't
Yeah.
think about that. It's too much brain. I haven't got that.
I made it up once. Hope was saying, who's that lady? I said, oh, it's Samantha Mumba. And then she was crying and she was going, I don't know Samantha Mumba. And I was like, oh, I just said
Put her
a
on the
name.
radio. See, sometimes it doesn't work that way.
No, I just said a name. Like, we don't need to get into who she is.
Yeah. So do you enjoy bringing her to the gym with you?
Yeah. It's opened a whole new, like, I wouldn't have been able to come. I can't go to a normal gym.
No.
They're not as accommodating at all. I know some of them probably are, but not
It's
the
hard
same
to
way.
find it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a dangerous place as well if it's not for children.
Yeah.
It's not made safe.
Yeah, and she's happy here. She loves coming here. If we get here early, she's hanging out the window looking for you and asking why we can't go in.
She's
And
my bestie.
yeah, I think she thinks it's your house because she does sometimes ask if we go to Amanda's house, and this is where she means.
Yeah. I might as well live here.
But no, she loves it, and she copies what I'm doing, doesn't she, with the smaller weights?
she
And
loves it.
she says to me, when are we going to exercise? She says to me in the morning, are we going to the gym or are you going to work? I'm like, I have got a bit more of a life than that, but you're right, we are doing one of them things.
That's my two favourite things.
Yeah. And so she loves it. She says to me sometimes, because sometimes I do try and come on my own without her, she says, Mummy, I haven't been to the gym for ages. And I'm
That's on
like,
purpose.
because I want a bit of peace, but it's good that she loves it.
But you
Yeah.
do need that as well.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just need a session without a child asking you for a snack every 5 seconds.
Yeah. And then not eating it when you open it.
Yeah, and I'll be as helpful as I can, but I'm just not your mum. So sometimes I'm just not good enough.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I'll just cry at home over my cake.
But no, she loves it, and I want to like make exercise and being healthy and like positivity and stuff a solid part of her upbringing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not always emotionally stable, but I want to fake
None
it.
of us are.
I want to fake it till I make it, and I
Yeah.
want her to have that from the very beginning. Because I don't think people our age, even though you're older, I think people our age have been like subjected to a lot of negativity.
No.
Like social media is completely untrue. Like
Oh, absolutely.
diets that were a thing when we were younger, like, are ridiculous. And I don't want her thinking, my mum was always on a diet.
Yeah.
My mum wasn't allowed to do this, that and the other because it wasn't healthy. And I don't want her thinking sweets aren't healthy, because they are if you eat them in moderation.
They're just not nutritious.
Yeah, they're not
They
healthy
taste
to
nice.
have as your breakfast, lunch and tea every
As
day.
much as we'd all love them.
Yeah, but it is just good
Yeah.
for her to know she can enjoy everything.
Don't put any make anything bad, like bad food. You know, like when they used to say, like, it's a cheat day.
Yeah.
Well, if you make it a cheat, you wouldn't cheat on your partner. So why would
Yeah.
you cheat on your diet? Like,
I still do say that though, without even thinking.
see,
There's
I
things
try not to
say,
because I
yeah.
saw somebody post about that saying, like, why'd you call it a cheat day? Because it's not okay to cheat in any other
Yeah.
aspect of life. So why? It's just eating something that's not as nutritionally valuable as something else, but doesn't make it like a bad.
I think it's hard though to change the way you word things
Just because
when you've always worded them that way.
we've been brought up like that as well. and
Yeah,
put
like things
in
you'd
your
say
face.
about yourself.
Yeah.
I have to bite my tongue and not
Really
say them in
try.
front of Hope.
Yeah, so I really try not to say things in front of Nyla, but
Yeah, like
it's hard.
if there's a space that me and Hope don't both fit in, I will say it's because mummy's a big girl, like like grown up girl, rather than mum's got a big bum, she's not gonna fit in that space. Because that's not how I want her to think. No, because she looks so much like me now. Yeah, she will probably look like me when she's a teenager and be thinking,
why is mummy trying to change how she looks if I look like her?
Yeah, and that's not what I want, because
no,
I don't want her to. There's enough shit that she's going to go through in her life. Like,
let's not add to it.
Yeah, I don't need to add an additional layer.
Let's not add any extra trauma.
Yeah. Like, everyone goes through. Like, I don't mean Hope specifically, but all children are going to go through shit in their life. Like, just it's the way life is. It's not fair. So we don't need, as parents, we don't need to add anything to that.
No, definitely not. And I do think it's good though that you are aware of that and you're trying to be better in that aspect, because it's really hard to unlearn these things and change the way you speak. Because I always used to look in the mirror and call myself fat, and I'm like, I don't want her to ever hear me say I'm fat. No, because then it's, I don't know, I know she's only 3, but it starts so early.
Like, you don't realise how much they pick up until you've
say back to you
had in the road rage and swore at somebody, and then suddenly they're saying the same words and you're thinking, how do you know that? Wasn't me, I promise.
What's Nanny been saying?
That was not me.
I know, it's hard.
They pick up everything you say.
Yeah.
Well, not everything, always the worst. They won't say it back
straight away always. They'll bank it for later.
And then they say it in perfect context, and you're like...
In school?
In perfect context, you're like, oh, no, that makes me look awful.
Yeah, it's the fact that they use it in the right context as well. And
definitely.
You're like, okay. And they look at you when they say it as if they know it's naughty. But
with a little cheeky face.
Yeah.
Hope and Nyla have both got proper little cheeky faces when they do things.
Yeah, telling me.
Hope's going through a bit of a phase where she's trying to lie, but her face
it tells everything. I say to Nyla, when you tell a lie, your ears go really red. I don't know if she believes me yet, because sometimes I don't actually know if she's lying or not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you sure that's the truth? Because your ears look a little bit red right now. And she's like, no, they don't. But whether that's probably not really fair on her. But it's like when we were told, your nose will grow.
Yeah.
But she can see that, but she can't see her ears.
That's true. So she'll be looking in the mirror soon.
Yeah.
She'll be like this in the mirror with her ears.
Scratching it. Painting them in school. But no, it's fun having a 3-year-old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Wouldn't say it's fun every day.
No,
but
nothing's fun every day.
There's days where it's awful, and then they do little things and you think, oh, you're all right, actually.
You know. How many times have you threatened Santa?
I actually haven't, I don't think
Oh, I do, a lot.
I don't think she understands it yet.
Nyla just doesn't care. She doesn't like him, so she's like, whatever, threaten him.
Somebody said it the other day, actually, about Santa only comes to good girls, and Hope was like, does that mean I don't get any presents? And I was like...
She knows.
She does know, but then she obviously doesn't think she's good. And I was like, no, you're fine, you're all right most of the time.
Most of the time, you're good.
She said to me the other day, shall I be a good girl now? And I was like, just do it all the time.
Yeah, if you're aware.
Yeah, just do it. Just be a good girl.
Just please, for me.
She's not awful, though. She just does.
It's hard, though, and because you are obviously bringing her up with just you, it's even harder, because it's like... You've got to deal with it all the time, and you have a lot.
All the decisions as well. It's not necessarily the day-to-day stuff, although that is hard. It's the decisions that I've got to make, and I think, is this the right decision?
Forever doubting yourself.
I feel that's probably every mum. I probably just feel it more because I'm on my own. Yeah. But I'm like I've come to you for advice, my friends, my mum, and actually no decision I've made has been life-changingly bad. It's just that doubt is in me.
But I think that doubt will be in every mum, whether you've got someone or not. And you can ask for people's opinion as well, and sometimes it's like, that's not the opinion I wanted.
Yeah,
I'll go and ask someone else.
Yeah.
Until I find the one I want.
Until one person
agrees with what I'm saying. No, and that's why it's so important to have like a really good, as they call it, your village around you, of people that you feel safe and you can talk to about these things.
So I only moved back home when Hope was just turned 2, and she's 3.5 now. So it was April 2023 I moved home, and I had people. I had my mum, I had my close friends, but I'd been a bit isolated from everybody. And building back up my village has made a massive difference.
Absolutely.
To me, and like not inviting new people into my village. That's a weird way to word it, but you know, like coming
Meeting
here,
new people.
yeah, and having new people that I can confide in, and new people that have got like a child the same age as me, like Nyla's the same age. If Hope's doing something and you say, same. Oh yeah, Nyla's doing the same, I think, oh, maybe it is normal.
Okay, so it's not just my child.
Yeah, and then like, just if they do things at different stages, you can advise each other, and
yeah, it matters a lot.
Yeah, it does. And I'm all for still having friends that haven't got children, that's fine. But the ones when you've got friends that have got children
and they're going through the same thing,
yeah, you can just understand it a lot more than somebody.
Yeah, I was talking to someone about this today, and they said like how they've lost a few friends from having kids, and because they just don't get it. And I didn't get it before I had kids. You don't until you have that child. You just don't understand it the same. And as I said to Josh once, like some of our friends are just in a different part of their lives than us, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just we want them to go and enjoy their life. They're just not for us anymore, maybe, or for the right here and now. They might in the future, when they have kids, it might be different, and they might realise, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, like, but it's just one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, I was really lucky, to be fair. My closest friend and her partner, who is also one of my closest friends now, they've only just had a child, so that the first like 3 years of Hope's life, they didn't have a child.
Yeah,
and they have always been amazing with her.
Yeah,
and
some people just are.
Yeah, they've been so good with her, and
yeah,
I just love that. Like they still are now, obviously, but
it means so much more as well, because it's not forced or anything either.
And she can say one of the first names she said was actually not my closest friend; it was her partner.
I bet she's fuming.
Yeah, but that was one of the first names she could say was Josh, and I think he forced her into it, but still.
Bribed her.
She loves him so much, and she loves my best friend so much, and she asks about them all the time. She's not quite a fan of their new baby yet, but she'll get there with him.
Because he's the baby and
he's the new one,
and
the new
she's
baby.
Not now.
She's not the baby now. But they have been amazing through everything that me and Hope have been through since we've moved home.
Yeah.
They've just been fab, and when I haven't been able to do things for Hope, like not necessarily done things for Hope, but if I've needed something, because they were able to, they would just run the shop for me.
Yeah, it's different.
Because I can't just
pop the shop,
go and do what I want to do.
No, ever again.
No, I can't. And everything just requires more planning. So if I literally just
need milk,
and they're not far away, they're passing by, it's easier for them to get it.
Yeah.
I was going to go with ice cream, but milk makes it sound better, because that makes it sound like it's for my child, not for me.
But you'll also return the favour now with them, and that's why people do it. But they don't do it just for that reason. They just do it because they were good friends.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And that means a lot. But I do feel like since you've been coming here, you've gotten a lot stronger mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Really. Like, I can see a difference in you from when you first came in. You're a lot stronger. Both ways.
Yeah. No, I feel better. I feel like it might make me cry talking about it.
Well, there are tissues if you need it.
I do feel better. I feel like I'm just more comfortable in myself, and
yeah, you can tell though.
Yeah,
you're really finding yourself again, and it's really nice to see.
Sometimes I think I'd love to see like a video. I know there's not one, but like a video of the first day.
Surprise!
The first day I came in here, and a video of like my last workout that I'd done here, like whatever day it was last week, and see the difference in the two people that have come in. Yeah, because not just like in the weights you're using, but your whole like the way you are and the way you carry yourself, and just like your confidence levels are skyrocketed, and it's really nice to see. Thank you. That's what we want. I do think you've helped a lot with that though. Like, not really. You have. I don't think you have, but you have. I just chat to you and let you being so like welcoming to people and easy to talk to, and I just love to yap. Yeah, and and how good you are with Hope, and I know you're good for all mums, but as a single mum, who, although I live with my mum, she is the most sociable person in the world and has her own life. I really appreciate being able to bring her here, because takes away that pressure. Yeah, because I can look after me while knowing she's still looked after. Yeah, and not in like another gym where there might be like weights lying around, or you know, where everything is. But she has a joy. She's a joy to be around. Yeah. No, she is. She is. Yeah. She is.
She's gorgeous. What have you got her for Christmas, Sam? She won't be listening, so don't worry.
She probably wouldn't even remember. I'm giving her, actually, you gave you that flower cart that used to be Nyla's.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Nyla's cousin's, because Nyla's got one as well, so they'll be matching.
That's what she's getting as one of her presents. I've bought her a hobby horse, with a jump over on one of them little horses.
I love it. She will love that, though.
No, I know. So
bring it in an obstacle course.
Yeah, I was hoping that they might bring it into the Olympics because they brought in breakdancing, didn't they? So I was hoping this time not next year, 4 years' time, we'll be there on our hobby horses. But I find it really hard to buy for.
I know, they have so much already.
Yeah, no, they do.
They don't want for anything except like the here and now. They don't want to wait.
Yeah. Well, Hope's obsessed at the minute with the kinetic sand that one of my friends bought her for her birthday last year. She loves it.
Is it dead messy?
It's not that bad, actually. She's actually really good with it. And she says she's making cakes and puts them on the little plates and puts them in the oven, which is under the table. And then last night she did it and she come back out and she went, "Move, Mummy, I need to get out the oven. I don't want to cook myself." Like the imagination is just, she's got so much imaginative play.
It's good.
She's started thinking she's a tattoo artist. We've been in the tattoo shop.
Do you know you can actually get a toy that's a tattoo pen?
Oh, really?
I'm sure I've seen that somewhere. Like
probably you can get toys for all sorts.
Yeah, that's what she's getting.
But she's got like a chart that says like get dressed and like all things she's done from like you do in the morning routine, and so she puts them on your arm and taps it with a flamingo sponge as if it's like a temporary tattoo.
Have you got her any temporary tattoos? Nala's obsessed at the minute.
No, she's only had them at parties actually. I think I might buy a load.
My sister bought the girls like, you know, the ones where you get the stencils? I we didn't have it at Nyla's. But they do it sometimes when they have the princesses and they have the stencil and then they put the glue on and the glitter.
Oh, yeah.
They got them one of them. They're really good because
she'd love
them. They come off quite easily with a bit of toner. But yeah, Nyla loves it, but it's just like she's not allowed it for preschool, so obviously we don't do it much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not allowed anything like that on.
Oh, that's too posh for us.
I know, yeah. Let them live. So yeah, she can have all that over Christmas time when she's got that 2 weeks off. She can be tatted to the eyeballs, glitter everywhere. Yeah, because we had when the last time we had a princess round, and she got one off the princess, and then later on she was like, "Can I give you one?" And I had tattoos all up my arms, glitter tattoos. Went to the gym the next morning and forgot they were on there. And there's like a princess castle and a shoe, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute."
I bet nobody noticed.
I hope not.
Nobody would have. Everyone's on like all in their own little bubble, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Most of the time, anyway. But yeah, it's good. You excited for Christmas then?
Yeah.
What are your plans?
I don't know yet. Not 100% sure. We've got a few things on the lead up. I don't know what we're doing Christmas week yet. We've got the Reindeer Lodge we're doing. We're going to the theatre for the first time as well.
Toronto?
No, we're going to see Dear Santa.
Oh,
in the Story
where's
House
that?
in Chester.
Oh, that's so cute.
I've bought her the book to give her the night before. Because she got the Dear Zoo one, but not the Santa one.
Yeah, it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
We've read that, actually.
And we've got more things like that kind of thing planned. Do you know?
Yeah.
I know she will just think it's just a load of fun and not realise like how Christmassy it is. Do you know what I mean? It'll just be, she'll just enjoy it. And I just want to do lovely things with her and with different loved ones and stuff.
Yeah, it's just nice to see people, isn't it? Because you don't get it. Do you have much time off work?
I've got no holidays, but I've worked my days off where I've got quite a few.
Yeah.
Like they're quite nice.
Good.
I think I'll be in on Christmas Day, but she's at her dad's on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So and I think for me, Christmas isn't
religious. The
religious.
build-up is for me.
Yeah, and so if we celebrate Christmas Day a few days later, it's not the end of the world, and she's young enough not to know what's going on.
And it's not about what you're doing, it's about who you're with, isn't it? And like, it's not about when it is.
My family can't come until later on anyway, because it's only me and my mum and Hope that live up here.
Yeah.
My mum's mum is in North Wales, my brother's in London, my sisters are in different places as well. So it's more about the day that we're all together. Yeah,
it's literally what about Christmas, isn't it? It's about the family.
Yeah, and the food.
And the drink.
Yeah.
Especially the cheese.
Today I got a parcel And it was addressed to me, and I opened it thinking it was like someone's Christmas present, and it was a cheese advent calendar. No note in it, nothing. I was ringing people, texting people who's bought me this. It's my brother. Because last year, I think he's done it because last year nobody bought me an advent calendar.
Didn't they?
No.
Oh,
and
I
bought them both for my mum and my brother, and obviously Hope, but she's let off. She's not got any of her own money yet. She can be forgiven.
I'll be having words with Hope and your mum.
So obviously my brother must have felt guilty, and he's bought me a cheese advent calendar.
Is it all fancy cheese though?
I don't know, but I love all cheeses.
See, I'm really fussy. I just like me bog standard cheese.
And a cheddar calendar.
Yeah. Cathedral City calendar. Mild, mature. Halloumi in there as well.
Yeah, so...
Oh, what a gorgeous present. I don't know if you'll be wanting to eat that every morning, like...
I'll have it just before I go to bed. I might have nightmares then, mightn't I?
Have it in the middle of the day.
My lunch, my little lunchtime cheese snack.
Lunchtime cheese, yeah. Yeah, let yourself go in December, like, enjoy it. Got to work that in. Just kidding, don't work that into your calories. Enjoy that. You've got to. You've got
a chocolate one as well. Do you know what I always do? I always buy myself 2 chocolate ones, and then I have one in February because our birthday is the 25th of February, and then I have like a little countdown to my birthday as well. I know that's a bit over the top.
Why have I never thought of this?
Yeah. And they're still in date because we're so early in the year. They usually last till about March.
Oh my God.
So I have a little birthday countdown.
I want to do that. Well, I get too many advent calendars because sometimes I buy one for myself. My mum will always buy me one. She always buys me and Josh one. And then sometimes I get one for myself. And sometimes Josh buys as one. Well, my mum, actually, this is really cute. My mum makes us an advent calendar.
Oh, that's cute.
So she buys us a chocolate one and, like Cadbury, and it has to be Cadbury's or any other.
Oh, no, Hope's got one of them Kinderton ones. And she'll love that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I couldn't eat that chocolate.
But my mum makes us one, so all year round. It started... She did it when we first moved out, and I can't remember, she got one, like one that hangs on the wall, and it's got little pockets, and she put all different things in it. And then the next year, and ever since, she's done a Yankee candle. Like the little...
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what they're called.
Like the votive. Is it
That's
votive?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
She gets us them, and it's like, it's so my mum. It's all in perfect boxes. Like, every bow is exactly the same. There's not a flavour, I was going to say. There's not a scent repeated.
Oh, really?
And all 3 of us, so there's obviously me and my 2 sisters, we all have one. And then I was like, next year, because I don't really like candles now because of Nyla.
Yeah.
So our mantelpiece, the telly's above it, so I can't light it there because it'll melt the telly probably. And then I won't put it on the table because it's nowhere near where we're sitting. So I was like, this year I can have a crisp one. So I have a pack of crisps open every day. And I like it.
I went to a wedding last week. And
they have a crisp ball.
Yeah, they had a crisp ball. It was amazing.
I had a crisp ball at my 30th.
Yeah, it was
because I'd seen it somewhere, and I was like, so my mum made one because I was like, I'm not hiring one.
No.
She made like a little bog standard one, and I was like,
no, but it's about what's on it, the crisps. Like,
well,
nobody
there was a major variety. It was great. No. So I think we had it actually at Nyla's party. It's like a thing now. We have to have a little mini crisp ball.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
I do.
I was made up. I was just, oh my God, there's a crisp ball.
I am all about the food.
Yeah.
I know, well, at my 30th, my best friend was pregnant, and I was like, she is crisp mad. Because I was like, I thought this is something she needs at her wedding. But we didn't. But I was like, you need to come see something. She was like, is the buffet open yet? Because everyone was drunk around her. And she was like, I'm just starving. And I was like, you need to come and see something. And she was like, and she was made up with it. And me and my auntie both love RuPaul's Drag Race. And on the UK one, there was bag chips.
Oh, yeah.
So they put a picture of her up and put bag of crisps. And it was just like proper tickled me, proper simple. And I was like, I love it. So classy.
No, that'll be a good advent calendar though.
I know. But she was like, well, what crisps do you like? And I was like, all the big packets. All the share packs that I'm not sharing.
Oh, yeah, I hate it when they say share. Good for sharing. Sharing with who? Myself and one meal.
Yeah. You can have 2 crisps now. No, but yeah, it's exciting. I love Christmas. I love the food.
Do you know, I've not loved Christmas. I don't know why I'm laughing. After my dad died, I didn't really love Christmas. And then 15 years after he died, it was my first Christmas with Hope. And the first one, I don't think, you have all these expectations for your first Christmas with your child. And
they're only little anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. and they don't really do anything, and you just
they just lay there like
And now she's 3. Well, last year as well, it's just so much more exciting and so much more magical.
Christmas with kids makes it Christmas.
It definitely
does. And it's probably really nice for your mum as well now.
Yeah,
because she's got her as well to make it a bit, because it must have been hard for you all afterwards. So at least now that magic's coming back a bit.
Yeah,
and you've got something to look forward to, and it just makes it a bit more special again.
Because she loves looking at all the lights. She loves.
Yeah, it's not just about presents anymore
as well, don't they? The kids hope there's a road by us in Oxton that they do Templemore. They always do lovely displays, and we drove
walk
down
up
there.
And down it,
well, we went on a not very nice day, so we drove it. But you can just walk up and look at all the lights and point out how many gingerbread men you can see, and they love stuff like that.
She just likes it if we're driving anywhere, just like looking for Christmas trees.
Yeah,
I remember when I was younger, and me and the girl around the corner used to go to dancing together. So one mum would take us and the other mum would bring us home. This is how cool I was. We used to, on the way, we'd both look out a different window and we'd count how many Christmas trees we could see on the way to dancing. And you know what? Like, that is a memory that will stick with me. And that is the most simple thing. But it's not about, spending all the money, because that was one thing I did when it was her first Christmas. Like, we pulled out all the stops and did everything and bought a load and did, all the different type of events you could do. And she couldn't even enjoy half it. I remember we went to...
And you probably didn't enjoy it because you were worrying about...
if she was warm enough.
Yeah, if she needed to have a change, and was she hungry yet?
Yeah.
All them things, because she was not even 6 months at Christmas,
exactly.
was she? And
I was like, what the hell can we buy her? We bought her a ball pond. She couldn't even sit up. Yeah. And there she was, just plugged in this ball pit.
I can't even remember what we got out for her first Christmas.
And a kitchen. I bought her a ball pit and a kitchen. She still has the kitchen now.
Yeah,
but I feel like it was an investment, because we bought her that, and then the next birthdays and Christmases we bought the stuff inside it.
Yeah.
So but you just go overboard, and any mums that are listening who think, I need to spend loads of money, you really don't.
No, you don't.
So the best things that we did, we went to Chester Zoo, lanterns, and
because they're so sensory, aren't they? And looking at them all.
She actually preferred them when she was younger than when she's
Hope doesn't
older.
like them. We went last year. She didn't like them this year.
Well, we're debating whether to go this year or not, but
she was
very
quite
wary
of them.
Yeah.
Well,
the first year, she was, I think, did we go in November? So she was only about 4 months, and it was freezing cold, obviously, and she was breastfed, so it was just stoppy-starty, and she was obviously picking up on me being a bit stressy and everything.
Yeah. They do. They pick up on everything.
It wasn't actually that enjoyable.
Yeah.
But looking back, I think it was. But I think it was the next year that was more enjoyable, when she was walking.
Yeah.
And it got a bit more exciting. But
Do you know where else is lovely? We went to last year to Bowlesworth Castle.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
45 minutes away. But they have a little light trail to walk around. And they have a little fairground, and they have stuff for all ages. So they had marshmallows hosting and stuff.
Yeah.
But she
loves it.
Yeah.
Do you know what Nyla absolutely loves? Just going to Cheshire Oaks and walking under the tree. Really? Simple things. Yeah. So we went the other week.
Yeah, that's been up for a while, hasn't it?
I think we put it up when was it one of the first weekends it was up, or whatever. She's obsessed with carousels as well, going on the horses. So I went to take her the other week, and it had been taken down. And I was like, oh no, I've promised her this. That was the only way I was getting her to go shopping with me. And it's back up now for Christmas, and I could take her there for a day out, and she could just go on that, and she'd love it. And it is the simplest things while they're this age, and while she doesn't really ask for a lot. Although we are getting a lot more adverts targeted at her now on the telly.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I want that. And she has no idea what it is. So while I can get away with getting the more simple things, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I am a big panicker. I will buy bits, and then the last couple of weeks up towards Christmas, I'll panic buy stuff, overspend, and then the next few weeks panic about money. I did it for a birthday, for a birthday party, and then I look back and I think, shouldn't even play with half of them toys.
Yeah. I want to try and sort out Hope's toys.
Same.
Because I feel like if you've got too many toys to play with,
she doesn't play with them properly.
She doesn't play with any of them, because she's looking at them and thinking,
she doesn't know where to start.
I don't know where to start. And I'm grown, do you know what I mean? She's 3 and she's not going to know what to do, where to look. So I want to either rotate them a bit better or get rid of some if she really doesn't play with them.
Yeah, I need to do a big sort out, because I've got loads of toys that are still quite babyish, but she'll still play with every so often. So I'm like, do I just keep it for that sake? She doesn't need them.
No. I made a mistake of sorting out all Hope's toys and leaving them in a bag by the door to take to the charity shop. No. And they were her favourites again. Of course, stuff she hadn't paid for probably almost a year. Yeah. And then they were suddenly
But then if it is out of sight, it's out of mind, isn't it? Yeah. So then when they see it, it's like a brand new toy. It's like I tried to take stuff into a nursery to get rid of it. Some jigsaws that she never plays with, and I stupidly did it in front of her. And then she cried for 2 weeks going to nursery because she was scared of the toys. Because when they got them out, she was like, didn't want to share them. But I was like, but you don't play with them at home. Yeah. So it is really hard because I don't get time to do it without her. I said to Josh, we need a day where she's not with us and we can just like be brutal. Yeah. I saw a thing the other day and it was like, if the way to sort out toys is to think of it, if this had poo on it, would I clean it or throw it away? And that is the best way to look at sorting out toys. And I thought, it's not a bad way to think about it. So if she'd pooed on it, would you keep it and clean it?
I can probably think of 5 things I'd clean. The rest.
Sometimes I don't even clean a knickers if they're that bad, they're gone. Yeah. Like when we went, because we're still toilet training for going for number 2. And she comes home from nursery sometimes, and obviously I don't expect them to clean her knickers. No. If she pooed in them. Yeah. But that bag, I think it's not worth me scrubbing that dry poo out with that knickers thing in the bin. So yeah, there's probably not a lot I'd clean. No. I think it'd be like a kitchen, a bike, a doll's house. Quite worried if she was pooing on a kitchen. No, I mean if the toys had poo on them, would you clean them? It would be literally them big things, the big nice things, not the little bits in between. No, not like a Barbie doll.
No, that'd be gone.
No, it's hard though, isn't it? It is.
Because you do have to do it when they can't. You have to do it all in one go as well. Because if you do leave them anywhere,
once you start, you can't.
You've got to do the whole task in one go, otherwise they'll see it and want it again.
And I get really distracted doing stuff like that.
I do. I'm the one that's then got like a wig on. Yeah. And I'm sitting on a witch's
fancy
broom.
Dress costume from years ago.
Yeah. The other day we've got a horse's head. Do you like the horse's head masks?
Yeah. Why did I not know this?
We've got one of them, and the other day Kate was like, will you put this on? And I was sat and she was playing, and I was just sat on the sofa watching her play in a horse's head mask.
Of course you were. But it makes sense when you've got a 3-year-old.
I was like, we were having a bit of a testing day, and I thought, you know what, if she's happy to have me in a horse's mask, and I just get to sit here peacefully, I'll sit here and be a horse.
As long as I can breathe.
Yeah, I'll be really a horse for as long as she needs me to be. Yeah. If she's peaceful.
You know what? Isn't that funny though? If you bought her that for Christmas, she'd probably be buzzing. And if you said to someone, what have you got your kids for Christmas? And you went for horse's head, they'd be like, you okay? But it is like, I try and buy her like the most extravagant present, like when the Aldi toy shop. And I remember last year I bought her, it's so cute though. And it's a news reporter's briefcase, and it opens up and it's got like live on telly. Oh. And I bought it last year and she was only 2, and I thought she doesn't even understand what that means. No. And I still think she won't understand it this year. So I just buy presents and keep them for like years to come.
Or that's risky though sometimes, because then you don't realise you've got it, but you forget about it when you're out and about.
I know, I just feel like I probably bought it when she's just it's not going to be played with in the right way. Like I bought, again, for her first Christmas, I bought her a wooden laptop. So it's like, it was really cute, and it just unfolds, and it's a chalkboard, and it's got all magnetic letters. But she obviously didn't know how to play with it. So I was just like, okay, why did I buy that? And it was more of a hindrance because there was like these tiny little pieces, and I thought she's definitely going to try and eat one of them.
It's dead funny, the things you do when your children are younger and you think that they're like...
And it's your first.
Yeah, like I had one of the like wooden things which had things hanging down. I can't think what it is.
Mobile.
And she was to lay underneath it, I think... So we were in hospital for 3 days, and it was for about 3 days. She was about 6 days old. I lay her underneath it, and she did nothing. And I cried to my mum that my child was thick. And my mum was like, "She's not thick. She's 6 days old.
She can't even see that what is in front of her."
I was like, "Why is she not playing with it?" And my mum was like, "Because baby's that little." And I knew she wasn't going to play with it, but I was just.
It's an emotional time, though.
And I was like, "My baby's thick." And my mum was like, "No, she's not.
She's definitely not. She is definitely not." Yeah, we just go overboard, and it's hard not to. Yeah. Especially as well when you see people posting stuff, and it's like, you know, when people post like what they've got the kids. And I'm not shaming anyone for doing it, like do what you need to, but it can have a bad effect on people who can't afford it. Yeah. And you think that's why you feel the pressure, because everyone's buying more and more and more.
And I think the pressure's only going to get worse because
as they get older,
when they're talking to their friends and their friends have got this,
design
that,
stuff,
whatever. And
I know. When they've all got fancy coats and bags for school, and we used to rock about with the Jane Norman carrier bag.
Oh, I used to love having a JD one that went over like that.
I've got a picture somewhere on Facebook of me in the playgrounds in secondary school with a blue Jane Norman bag. And I remember you weren't cool if you didn't have a Jane Norman bag. Yeah. And my mum would try and send me in with like a normal to carry bag, and I'd be like, no way. Or a Netto. But it's funny. It's only going to get worse as they get older.
I've seen videos of people like young teenagers with that P. Louise advent calendar that's like 260 quid or something. And I think, oh my God, you're a child. Like, what do you need all this makeup for? Yeah. Like, surely it's not good for your skin, but also how have you afforded that?
But they do also have really good skincare now, teenagers, compared to us. Like, I was a wet wipe.
Yeah, no, same.
Maybe a bit of Olay moisturiser robbed from my mum.
And I used to set my makeup with hairspray.
Same. Dream Matte.
Mousse, or what was that one you used to get from Birkenhead Market? It was like
I know the shop you mean though.
I can't think what it's called, but it was just like thick and gloopy, and every single shade looked bright orange. Like regardless of how like pale or dark it was just orange.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, it's just, we've got girls, it's just going to get harder as they get older.
Yeah. And I think I'm not going to know what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like skincare that I use is not going to be the same skincare. Like, how will I know what's right and what's cool? I don't want my child not to be cool.
You won't know. They'll know before we know. They'll teach us.
Yeah.
It's fun. Got a whole lot to learn.
I know. And they will definitely know what they want. Like, they already know. They already do, yeah.
I know, that's the hard part.
And usually what the other one's got.
Josh always says, she's not having a phone. And I'm like, but there'll be a point where she'll need a phone for safety. Yeah. And like phones now aren't rubbish phones. You get an iPhone or like a Samsung or something, and you don't get a rubbish phone. So
my first phone I had, you could unclip the whole of the outside and clip it back together to a different case. I had a Winnie the Pooh one. Yeah,
same.
I got that just when I was in year 6 because I walked home on my own so that I could text my mum or my dad or ring them or whatever. Yeah. I didn't get like a
smartphone,
but until I got BBM when I was in year 9.
I got a BlackBerry when I went into sixth form.
I might have been older than year 9 actually, because I think my mum got me that, so it will have been year 10 or above. So what's that, 15?
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now they've just got them every variety.
I know. I feel like though you need it now as well. There's more stuff.
Well, exactly.
Like
you need internet to live.
Yeah, and like
you can't just get by.
You don't ever want your child to be
the odd one
out. Like whether you want them to have the latest, maybe not the latest phone, but like an iPhone or whatever, or just a grafter phone. But you can't do that to them either, because kids are horrible. They were horrible when we were younger, and I think they're even more horrible now.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want people to be horrible to my little baby.
No, it's hard.
To be fair, I don't think she'll let people be horrible to her.
I know, but there will be that pressure though as well of it.
Yeah.
And that's when Christmas is going to be really expensive. So save your money now.
No, I know, yeah.
And save it for when they're older.
So I've got friends whose children are in primary school and they do loads of their work on like laptops and iPads and stuff. And I think that's really...
Not everybody can afford it though either.
No.
So it's a bit unfair really, isn't it? Now schools have like MacBooks now, and we had PCs that were massive.
Yeah, like big wide things.
Literally, you could do paint on.
Yeah.
Pixo.
I did love Pixo though.
So did I. Well, going into the new year then, have you got any resolutions?
I don't like setting resolutions because I feel like if I set a goal like I'm going to do this by this date and then I miss that date, I'm like, oh well, failed.
It's like start on Monday, and if you don't start on Monday, you have to wait for the next.
I feel like I like my goals to be like ongoing, like to continue to improve my health, or to continue to do this, or like more of a progress thing rather than a final. So I think if you put it too final, it's like setting yourself up
for failure.
Yeah, although it's never even failure because you've progressed to a certain point, but it's easy to think that you've failed.
Yeah.
And like be like, oh well, I can't do anything, and then the spiral yourself, and you've achieved nothing that year when actually you've achieved 100 things, just not the one thing.
Yeah, you might have achieved something completely different because your life's gone in a different way.
Yeah.
I can't remember ever getting to the end of the year and thinking, yeah, right, I've done that goal. Like this year's goal was to be able to do 24 press-ups without a break. Can I? No. Have I tried? No. Got past February and I was like, well, that's over with. And that's what I think about New Year's resolutions as well, is a year is such a long time.
Yeah.
You just break it up into like smaller.
Like a 3-month goal.
Smaller goals of like, or like a plan more than a goal of like how you're going to get to there.
I'm going to do this. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to do 24 press-ups. How are you going to do that? Like,
I'm not just going to wake up one day and be like, actually, I can do it.
You need to start and do 5 in January, 10 in February.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that. I'll be doing in 3 months. But yeah, you need to like...
That's your goal then.
No, thank you. I can't even do one. I end up face plant on the floor.
No, it's
when I stopped having like solid New Year's resolutions, I feel like I followed them more. Like this year was to continue to improve on my fitness.
Yeah,
I definitely have.
You've definitely done that.
And I've improved it even more. Well, it started off just fitness, but when I've included diet as well, I've improved my health.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel that I feel better.
Yeah, well, it benefits you in loads of ways, like your energy levels and your mood, and it's so important what you put in your body.
And I think it makes you deal with situations better, in a better way.
Yeah.
Because you are feeling better, so you don't instantly go in on the defense if something's happened, or on the, feel sorry.
Yeah, if you're in a better mood, everything's just a little bit easier.
Like my car broke down last week, didn't it? And it was a very, very expensive fix. And everyone was like, oh my God, and I was just thinking, well, I've got my car on the road now. Like, yeah. And maybe a year ago,
you would have looked at it in a different light.
Yeah. And it's still just as much of a shit situation because it was a lot of money and I don't really have that much money to spend on that.
Yeah, just to whack out on it.
I can think now I needed to pay for that because I need a car to do this, that and the other. Yeah. Whereas last year I'd have been like, oh, I'll just walk then, I'll just do this, I'll just
got in a strap about it.
Yeah, stomped about feeling sorry for myself.
But that's massive growth as well. So if you look back at yourself from this time last year, these are goals you wouldn't have set for yourself, but it's ways that you have grown. Yeah. And I think that's really important. I don't think many people look back and reflect properly on, maybe we do now we're older, but maybe when we were younger, don't look back and reflect on what you have actually achieved.
I still think sometimes I need someone else to start me off. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Because I was saying to my mum the other week about how much of a shambles my life is. And she was like, well, you've got a job that you've kept, you've done really well you go to the gym all the time, you always have your nails nice, and like all these things about me that I just don't
take for granted. Yeah. You don't see them as like a win, but they are a win.
And I think as well, because the progress is slow but steady.
Long, yeah.
Is that right? Slow but steady? Yeah. It's not as noticeable, but my mum is much better than me at stepping back and seeing the beginning picture and the now picture.
It's like when you are trying to lose weight or something, because you look at yourself every day, you don't see the change. And that's why it's really important to do like measurements and pictures and stuff, and then even like seeing people you haven't seen for a while, because they'll see it before you do, and it takes you sometimes, you have to look back to realise, oh actually I've come a long way in this.
No, definitely. I've noticed the difference in not my weight, because I'm actually heavier than when I started.
Same.
But
your centimetres have gone down loads.
A lot, yeah. And I was at my friend's the other day and she said that I looked like I'd lost weight, and I lifted myself. I was like, well, look at my waist, look how I look. Like, look. And it's nice for people to notice that. Yeah. But that has been a slow...
But you do work really hard for it. You do work really hard, and it's not always easy. And there's days you don't want to do it, and there's days I don't want to do it, but...
That's another good thing, though, about having such a good relationship with you. If I'm not feeling it, then I've still come here because... Do you know, like,
it's like seeing a friend as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll still come here, and maybe I'll do a half effort workout, but a half effort workout is better than no workout.
Yeah, or even just a walk. Or
we did that the other week, didn't I? I can't remember what I was sad about then, but we went for a walk, and it was lovely. It's just
sometimes you need somebody who can understand that you don't always want to do it, and you've had a hard time with your child, or if you've had a bad night, or if you're just feeling a bit rubbish.
It was the day after the clocks changed.
Yeah.
And she'd been up and down, hadn't she, since 3:30, and I hadn't managed to fall back asleep, and I just
lost her.
Yeah, I was just done with life.
The day.
Yeah, and I think I was in here at 7 a.m. and I was already done with the day. And we went for a walk instead, didn't we? And that's just, it's nice to know that you're not just like Like, you can be dead militant and you can be dead strict.
Can't make you walk and lunge every day, but
even when I'm nice
from a place of love.
Even when I'm nice to you, make me do them.
If I can do walking lunges at 5 a.m, you can do them at 7.
You do it by choice. I don't have a choice.
Exactly. Your choice is to keep coming back.
But it's nice that although you can have those qualities, if I say to you, I'm not feeling it, then you'll go a bit
I know
easier.
where the line is. Because
Yeah.
you have also come to me sometimes and be like, do you want to go for a Mackey's instead? And as much as I want to say yeah, I've been like, no. But that's what you need. You need somebody who isn't just there to like scream and shout at you. I know it works for some people. It won't work for me now I've got a child. It probably did before now, like years ago. But you need someone who understands that some days are just shit.
Yeah.
And some days you just maybe need to do a bit less, chat more, and put the world straight.
Yeah. And sometimes you need to do boxing and pretend that it's certain people.
That you don't like. or multiple people.
Yeah. No names.
Yeah, exactly. You do. You need that way, and you've got to find that way to relieve yourself of those emotions. And it's important. Yeah. Especially as a mum. As a parent.
Yeah.
Because you've got you've got a whole human being reliant on you.
Yeah. Until I had hope, I could barely look after myself. Sometimes I still think I can't barely look after myself.
And that's why you've got your mum.
But sometimes you just have to get on with it.
You do.
All the time you just have to get on with it, don't you?
You do. You have to.
Sometimes she's definitely more looked after than me, but it's better to be that way around than the other, isn't it?
Absolutely. You wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
And thank God for our mums, because there's many a time I ring her up and ask her advice and I think, oh, thank God I've got an adult in my life.
Yeah.
I am an adult.
When I went on holiday, Hope said, there's no grown-ups. And I was like, I know, there's not.
No, it's just me and you, babe.
Yeah, just us having fun. But she doesn't think I'm a grown-up. She really doesn't, and I love that. It's because I've told her, I've drilled it into her.
I'm 10.
Yeah, I'm not a grown-up, I'm not a grown-up.
Oh.
But have you got any New Year's resolutions? Because we moved on from that. But I didn't ask you.
I actually haven't even thought about it, you know. No, just, you know what I want to do this year? Really focus on building up my strength and like keep working on my mind, the way my mind looks at my body, because I have a lot more down days at the minute than up. But I don't think it's winter and I'm eating more because I want to, and I'm trying to listen to my body rather than starve myself. So
that's a really hard thing to change though, isn't it?
Yeah. Like
there's definitely things in my life that are getting me down, but it's my mindset on those situations that are making it worse.
Yeah.
And some of the problems might not even be problems.
You just feel like
I've talked myself into it.
Yeah.
But that's one of the hardest barriers to break, is your own mind.
Absolutely.
Because you wouldn't talk to me the way that you probably talk about yourself.
I wouldn't talk to anyone.
And if you heard if you heard me speaking about myself the way you probably speak about yourself,
I'd go mad.
You'd be fuming with me.
I'd go mad.
And I would be if I heard the things that you're thinking. Do you know what I mean?
It is hard though, because it is the way that my mind is.
Yeah.
So that's something I want, especially since having Nala. That's been a big eye opener for me.
Yeah.
So hopefully maybe this is the year I'll crack it. I am getting better, and I feel like I'm being a lot more vulnerable.
That's all you can do though, is get better.
Exactly.
As long as you don't go back and start saying horrible things to yourself out loud and in front of Nyla and stuff. No, but stopping saying it out loud is step one, and then
saying it inside.
questioning the inner thoughts is the next step, and then but it is not easy.
But I do find since the past 12 to 18 months of going to the gym and trying to, instead of shrink myself, be stronger and be able to lift better and heavier, it's changed my body in a way. Some days I love it, some days I hate it, but more love it than hate it, because I feel empowered a bit from doing it.
Yeah.
And it's nice. And that's what I want to put to other mums, to feel like that, because we've all been taught to just shrink ourselves.
And I think we all as well focus on one bad thing one person might have said to us.
Yeah.
And not, because once I was about 15, it was when my nephew was born, I was 15, I was seeing this lad and he grabbed my tummy and wiggled it. And
oh my God.
And I remember that now 15 years later.
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah, and every single person that I've been with since, every friend I've had, that makes it sound like I've been with loads of people, but most people I've met in my life since then have had nice things to say about me. physically and into like me as a person as well. But I still think about that. Most days I probably think about that.
Yeah, it will always stick.
I believe that more than you telling me I look like good one day. Do you know what I mean? It sticks more. The bad things stick, and
you could get 100 compliments, but you'll remember the one bad thing that you've been told.
Yeah, it's the same with achievements. You'll remember the one thing you haven't achieved in your time frame or whatever, and not the like. I've had to move in with my mum, haven't I? And I want to move out, and there's like little setbacks that keep getting me, like my car costing me an awful lot of money, and I think that's a failing. But then my mum's like, well, there's so many other things to focus on than the fact that you're here.
But also, thank God that you've got a safe place to live. Yeah. And you've got a roof over your head. And if your mum wasn't there for you, where on earth would you and Hope be? Would you be safe? Like, would you even be in this area? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have got to also look at it from the other side and try and be thankful for what we do have.
Yeah. I'm thankful that actually if I lived on my own with Hope and she'd been up all night, I'd still have to get up with her in the morning. If she's been awful, I can say to my mum, will you just take her downstairs for breakfast so I can sit here in silence for 10 minutes?
Just give me a 10-minute reset.
Because you can't even go for a wee without your child saying to you, what are you doing in there?
What colour is your wee?
Are you having a wee or having a poo? Can I check it? Yeah. Hope likes to check what I've done and then flush it full on me. Like, all I'm doing is a wee. Like,
you know what though? That's really good for potty training, to let her look.
Yeah. No, I do. I let her look. I'm like, whatever.
Now it's your turn. Let's look at yours.
Yeah. And so it is good that to live with my mum and her be able to just take Hope away from me, just for me to regulate myself again and just get back into the day again.
Yeah, it's really important.
Yeah.
And she is such an amazing woman to be around as well. Your mum.
My mum. Yeah. I was thinking Hope and I was thinking she's amazing.
Why is she not agreeing? Your mum is.
Yeah, my mum's amazing.
But like, she is so supportive and so helpful and like so kind.
She is.
She is good for you to be around as well.
I could have a whole nother podcast episode all about how great my mum is, you know.
Oh.
I think it all the time. Like,
so buy her an advent calendar.
Yeah, exactly. Buy me an advent calendar.
You buy your mum one?
I always buy my mum one. I'm so kind as well. She's kind except on the 1st of December. But I think when my dad died when I was 13, I didn't notice much changing in it. Well, obviously a big thing changed, but like we still had what we wanted. I went on school trips to like Paris. My brother went skiing. I didn't notice.
She didn't allow you to see any change.
I never saw her getting upset about it. She obviously did. It was her husband.
Yeah.
She was devastated, but she never showed us that. And
she's a strong woman.
Yeah, she definitely is. And me and my brother have been horrible. Mainly me, but we have both been horrible.
That's what you realise as you get older, because I was horrible to my mum when I was a teenager as well. And now I look back and I think I am God hope to be as horrible as me. Oh, you know, it's coming 10 times worse for your karma. It's your karma.
And I think how amazing is my mum to have done all that on her own when she wasn't expecting to be on her own.
Yeah.
And then all the other, like
everything else that comes with it.
Yeah, and the fact that I've struggled with my mental health, and when I have really been in a bad place, I have not been a nice person. And because she is my person, she gets it. She becomes like the punch bag. Not as much now because I'm an adult, but you know, like when you're struggling with things, the person you love the most is the person that gets it.
They're your safe place, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
and she deserves
the world
more than I can give her.
Yeah. When we win the lottery.
Yeah. I'll just be nice to her instead and buy her flowers once a week, and that'll be
and like, do you know what though? She'll appreciate that more than anything. Like, I love going and buying my mum something, and when she's like, "Oh, what do I owe?" I'm like, "It doesn't matter." Yeah. And it might only be something little, but someone getting you something and thinking of you when they don't need to.
I hope my mum loves the moon. She's always used to sing a song about the moon.
God, my mum loves the moon.
Me, and she sings it now to Hope. And I always try and get a picture of the moon for her, and it looks like
a picture of a moon is never.
It looks like the lamppost or something. And I'm like, I promise you, this is the moon, and I am thinking of you for a nice reason. It's not just like the little sign.
You know
in the
what?
distance.
We bought my mum moon pajamas last year.
Oh really?
Around this time actually. So getting Primark, they might have them again because my mum loves the moon, and it's just they are amazing. Simple things like that, and to know that you're thinking of them means the world to them. And you were probably an absolute bitch at times, but you make up for it now.
Yeah.
I was.
I still think
my
I
mum
can
had
be
3
at times
girls, 3 teenage girls in one house, I don't know how she survived it and still likes us and still wants to see me a lot.
Why does she still talk to you?
I don't know.
Why does she have anything to do with you?
I really don't know. Because when I look back and think, and I'm like, if Nala treated me like that, I think I'd cry for days. Maybe she did. Maybe she did.
I would definitely cry.
So,
they probably did. They probably sitting
sorry, Mum.
Beds crying themselves to sleep because they had horrible children.
I know. Teenage girls.
Oh.
Good luck to us.
I know.
But yeah.
But we'll get through it.
We'll get through it together.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be fun. It'll be an experience. And at least we've got our mums to ask for advice.
Yeah, definitely. And to leave them with.
Yeah. Oh well. That's where she is now.
My mum's picking her up from nursery. What time is it? She's probably with me mum in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Goes, well, we'll stay in front of them. No, it is. I'm really grateful for her.
No, I am. I don't think I could put into words how grateful I am for my mum. And other people as well, but my mum. So
basically, I feel like we both need to go and get them a better Christmas present.
Yeah.
As a thanks. But yeah. Well, it was lovely to have you on.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you very much for coming in and being so open. Thank you very much.
Thank you.